Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream here on the channel for the Black Hood Crew. I am your host slash chauffeur, Darkness 36 of the Black Hood Crew. Name is in the corner right there. You can follow along YouTube and Facebook at the Black Hood Crew, and then follow along at my name on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trouble, Instagram, and TikTok. So, it is July 5th, 2022. It's Tuesday. And thankfully, after the conversation yesterday about shooting guns in the air, I didn't hear a single story of somebody getting hit. And I am both surprised, but also glad that that was not the case. However, in typical Florida fashion, some poor scumbag blew his own hand off. Almost got it clear. So, the guy blows his hand off here in Florida. Because what else are we going to be known for? Hopefully, Buddy is okay, but I don't know. The hand is a very delicate piece of hardware. A lot of ligaments, a lot of very sensitive, finely tuned tendons, bone, muscle structure in the hand. Now, for those of you that have never taken an anatomy class, or for those of you that have and just forgot, there are no muscles in your fingers. All of the muscles in your hand are from your main knuckle down. And specifically, when it comes to the movement of said fingers, this movement right here, the curling of your fingers, the tendons that make this movement possible aren't actually attached anywhere in the palm. They are attached in your forearm. This area right in here specifically. You show you right in here. If you ever wanted to see, feel, you can actually feel muscle tightening, not in your wrist, not in your hand, but in your forearm when you do this. Move any of your fingers. Ever wanted to increase your grip strength? Well, the muscles you focus on are the ones here. So, the structure of the hand is very delicate, albeit capable of great things. Very fine-tuned work can be performed with well-trained hands. Any damage to said hand, even if it is repaired in some way, shape, or form, the likelihood of that repaired hand having any kind of comparable dexterity to how it was before the injury, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I don't care how good of a surgeon you have found, or if you're watching how good of a surgeon you think you are. The human hand, once damaged, will never be the same. You might have some use. You might have most use. But you will never be able to have full use, as well as the full sensitivity and precision of how the hand was before the injury. Which is unfortunate, but that is the case. That is why gloves are always recommended, especially on work sites, and especially when dealing with heavy machinery and work tools. Next, to get out of the street. The guy literally standing in the middle of the street. People. Anyway. So yes, the hand, human hand, is, like I said before, a very sensitive, unique piece of hardware. Because that's what we are, if you really think about it. You want to break it down even more? We are a bone mech in a meat costume, piloted by a brain stuck in a dark box. That's what we are. A skeleton in a meat suit, controlled by a very salty organ trapped in a dark box, technically always in the dark, and only able to see thanks to these. So, as horrifying as that sounds, this is what we are. No more, no less. To suggest otherwise is to look at human anatomy, look at the work that's been done over many years in studying what makes us tick. So, that is why you must protect yourself, including this. Hands very sensitive, very delicate, as is many other parts of the body, but stuff in the main parts, the chest, the stomach, even the legs. These are things that can be repaired as best as can be. But the hands, it's just never the same. Even if everything is reconnected exactly how it was, it's never the same. Never is. So, by all means, if you're going to do things that put, say, your hands, extremities, or your body in general in harm's way, take steps to protect yourself. I mean, guys that work in construction, they wear steel-toe boots. Why? Because the likelihood of something falling on their feet is very high in that environment. And various companies have developed boots with a steel toe, but this is basically a steel plate that covers the toes in the boots and thus protecting your actual toes underneath. They wear that because the occasional hammer, nail gun, or as I saw not too long ago, a random round of ammunition. Yeah, it was on the news, I believe it was, not too long ago, maybe a couple days ago, where a gentleman wearing a steel-toe boot had his toe saved from a gunshot wound because of the steel toe. Construction workers wear helmets because this is all we are right here. Everything you are as a person is right in here. So, you gotta protect it. Wear helmets. you're working in construction, whether you're riding an exposed vehicle like a motorcycle, ATV, something along those lines, wear your helmet. Because again, if this goes, you go. Simple as that. A functioning body without a functioning brain is literally just an empty shell. That's why, personally, anybody that's been declared brain dead is dead. The person that once occupied that shell is no longer there once they become brain dead. So by all means, if you need to keep the body going artificially for organ harvestation, heart, lungs, any other type of organs that can be harvested, yeah, do that. But don't expect them to wake up. That's not a thing. A brain dead person is dead. Whether the body is continuing to kick, most likely artificially, that person is gone. Now, coma is not the same thing as being brain dead. A coma is basically a form of checking out temporarily, or sometimes permanently. There is brain activity, and the body is able to function on its own. But it's like they're in a permanent state of sleep. It's like what a coma is. Anyway, so protect yourself. Really? Protect yourself. Do everything you can to protect that which gives you and that which keeps you alive as yourself. Brain definitely must protect, because that is who you are. You are nothing more than a 5-pound mass of what is essentially salty gel. Once that goes, you're done. The next most important thing to protect, heart. And right after that, immediately after that, to either side of the heart, your lungs. Gotta protect these things. Gotta do everything you can to protect yourself. The world is a scary place. It's a lot of scary ways to go. And I don't think anybody really wants to go out in such a fashion. Personally, I don't. Instead, let's do better in how we protect each other and how we protect ourselves. I mean, hell, that's why we wear these. That's why they made them mandatory. Because people that went without didn't survive very long, if at all. Same goes with anything else. Now, is this going to be 100% effective? But it sure is a hell of a lot better than zero. Better than zero. Anyway, making my way to work. Lit on the cloudy side today. Not overly cloudy, but there's some overcasting going on. Dark clouds off in the horizon in the distance. So, do I expect it to rain? Not in particular, but the option is there. The opportunities are there, given the fact that this is South Florida and it flipping rains here almost all the time, especially during the summer. But that is besides the point. It might or might not. Right now, it's looking pretty nice. Come on, people. People driving, but without any respect for other people out on the road. Again, pretty typical for South Florida. Anyway, so yeah, again, making my way to work. And based on the time, it's going to be early again. Like always, I'd rather be early than be on time. Definitely rather be on time than be late. So, hopefully, we'll have a good day today. Yesterday, given the fact that it was a holiday, was pretty standard. Not too many people showing up, at least until the late evening. That's when the party started to end, and that's when the people started to show up. Almost like we knew it was coming, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even have to try. And I knew right away that it was coming. 10:30-ish, around there. Just as fireworks displays were still going off and can be seen from the top of the ramp where I work. Even with these shows still going on, we still have people showing up because I'm guessing the party finished for them. I don't know if we got any of the usual rabble being brought in by the police. Definitely didn't come when I showed up, but I'll ask the person that was there last night if they had any of those riffraff show up. I'm almost certain they did. Because again, it was that kind of night, people party, getting into trouble, doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. Getting off the highway right now. Just like, if I'm lucky. Yep, I got it. Good, because I don't want to wait there anyway. Oh, I think this one change screen too. It's nice when you time things just right, where you reduce your wait time, especially at street races. Let's see what today's going to bring. Hopefully, it'll be a good day. Hopefully. Yeah, like I said last week, no streams Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At least till my kids go back home. Maybe one day I'll include them, but they're not ready for that yet. One day, but not yet. I'm trying to find a few things. Turn this channel into something bigger, better. Something where people want to come in. Sit down with me in person and chat. So we'll see. We'll see what I can turn this channel into. People. All right, let's go. Let's get to our parking area. Find a parking spot. Get ready to head inside. Oops. I think I've seen the car before. This is a very full parking lot today. And again, yesterday was a holiday, so not too surprising that the parking lot is more full this time. Either way, still found myself a nice parking spot. Just a bit of a trip with a walk, a few minutes, good to go. And now it's starting to get more overcast up here. But we'll see. We'll see what the day brings. Hopefully not anything too wild. Yeah, hopefully nothing too wild. And it's after the 4th. Personally, I didn't have to deal with any of the usual rabble when it came to being brought in by the police or drunk or whatnot, which is usually the case, especially when it comes to holidays like these. But we'll see. Hopefully today we'll have a good day. Hopefully. So, we're going to go ahead and cut it out here. Start getting ready to head inside. Everyone out there, by all means, follow along on YouTube and Facebook at The Black Hood Crew. Follow along at my name directly, BHC_Darkness30XX on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, and Instagram. And until then, be smart, be safe, and be excellent to each other.